when someone goes and drinks a toddy, he can know from which coconut tree it has come. We have also created another one where we have geo-tagged close to 1 million coconut trees in Chittoor and map them to the shops. This is actually a small thing, a very small thing. It's actually injected into the earlobe, so it will be there. So now when the doctor, veterinarian goes, or any of the vet assistants goes, they will use their reader and they will know the detail of the cow from the cloud. Like e-health for humans, we have created an e-health for that's not only for cattle, but for every animal.
So now the new policy is being in the works, in the draft IT policy. What can we expect? I mean, big reform kind of steps in the other than the usual.
So one, of course, is it looks at the next stage of e-governance, where we started looking at how do we use newer technologies for better citizen service, even optimization of resources. See, in Digital University actually provide the platform for the entire planning of the state called Plan Space.
Yeah.
So now we have actually modified it with AI elements in that. So even we can identify the losses or in the planning process where there are two departments, is the similar schemes are there. All those things at a beneficiary level, you can drill down and find out. So such solutions are required into optimizing the government process. So first stage of e-governance is you provide government services to citizens. Second stage is primarily where you wanted to optimize the government processes. Government become more efficient in its own spending, etc. The third stage is basically where you try to optimize for the customer itself. That is so. For example, one project which we are doing for the Animal Husbandry Department is primarily to see how digital can be used to make Kerala self-sufficient in milk. So it looks to be a little strange, but the idea is that the only way, there are 2-3 ways you can make it. One is you can have better breeds coming in. Second is you have more number of animals coming in. So when more number of animals comes, it's an overhead for the farmer. So how do I increase the productivity of an animal? So the only way you can make a productivity animal is that you need to ensure that every next offspring is superior than the previous offspring, right? That's the only way you can do that. And in the past, we have no way of actually matching we cannot have a herd book managed in a physical manner. So digital actually do that. So in Pathanamthitta, we have RFID enabled close to around 60,000 cows. Mm-hmm. So that anything which happened to a cow, whether a feed is given or whether a disease is being treated, everything is geotagged and everything is recorded. So we know that all those cows are going to give the better offsprings because we will have the whole process of its breeding managed through a digital system. So this again nationally a very model project, and state may extend it to the entire cattle population in the state per se. So such areas in the policy also speaks about how do you actually use the technology to the next level as such. So also technology, it also speaks about more participation of private entities in the park. The point which you mentioned some time back, like earlier we were only looking at closed spaces as parks, but the policy also speaks about, there's a draft policy says that even if it is somebody is outside, that can also be as a deemed park sort of a thing where some of these facilities can be extended. So the whole concept of continuum of the IT is also possible. So corridors are actually being planned in that. So such aspects are actually being a part of those are the major changes, I think, which is envisaged in this policy.
Corridors were mentioned in the last budget.
Budget also, but the corridors, the entities coming in the corridors getting the similar benefits is something which this policy speaks about. And this actually go very hand in hand with the industry policy also. So industry policy also focus on some key areas. So this goes hand in hand with that.
And this 60,000, this Pathanamthitta, where is this exact?
Entire Pathanamthitta. Entire Pathanamthitta district, we have around 75,000.
under whose control it is?
Veterinary department, animal husbandry department. So the whole, and in fact, we have developed a very comprehensive e-health system for the animals. So all veterinary clinics can actually run on our platform now. It's just started only. So just like e-health for humans, we have created an e-health for that's not only for cattle, but for every animal. So if you have a pet, you can actually book online. You can actually go, and the whole thing is been tracked. And even disease spreading, on health, all of those aspects are being covered. It's a very, very comprehensive enterprise solution which we have developed.
And any results, like early results of this?
No, this RFID enablement happened last year, so it's just completed. So it will take another 1 or 2 years to see the real results, because this has to be linked with the breeding process and herd book management process.
But it can be extended. It will be extended to entire state.
It may be extended into the entire state. It has to be. Then only you will reach the whole thing. But the other platform is going to be extended.
So all the dairy farmers should sign up.
Every farmer, not only dairy farmer, even a farmer with three or four cows, even that person will actually. This is actually a small thing, a very small thing. It's actually injected into the earlobe, so it will be there. So now when the doctor, veterinarian goes, or any of the vet assistants goes, they will use their reader and they will know the detail of the cow from the cloud. Then the whole thing goes. So it's a very interesting model.
Yeah, it's perhaps very
first time. In fact, there is a national digital livestock mission. So they are also looking at this in the days to come, perhaps.
You plan to extend it to entire state?
Entire state. Because the moment the entire state is done, we can actually really manage. No? In fact, we believe that even by proper management of the breed, we can even have the productivity of a cow increased. Rather than giving two births or 3 births, we can actually make it more. So the farmer actually gains more. So that is a real advantage. So such projects are the areas where we are actually working on. How to actually make digital into the space, as I say. So you must have, I don't know whether you have noticed this time the entire Abkari Lelam happened online. The platform was developed by us, and without any problem, it is done very well. We have also created another one where we have geo-tagged close to 1 million coconut trees in Chittoor and mapped them to the shops through blockchain. So when someone goes and drinks a toddy, he can know from which coconut tree it has come. So the whole tracking has been done. It was
no mixing and all.
Ideally, this model now with geo tagging of the vehicle, we know that no mixing can be done on the way also. Now earlier we didn't know which tree it is coming, so they only know the total quantity produced and total quantity sold, and you don't know whether any mixing happened. Now we know tree wise you can map. So that complete data is available online.
That's how many trees?
Close to 1 million, I think. Exact number, close to.
Excellent.